Look at those slips. 5 and a gully. One man in front on the offside, one man in front on the onside.
That's a wonderful start. It could go all the way. Nice square drive out there, not quick, but it will make it. And that's a very good start by Darren Ganger. Right off the meat of the bat, it was there to be driven. He drove it square.
So far, so good for the West Indies. Oh, yes, got him. That's it. Court slip. Court slip. Beautifully bowled. Stuart McGill has tossed that one up a little more. He's put a little more work on it. It spun beautifully, and it was nicely taken as well. It went quite sharply, actually. Seemed like a bit of bounce there.
Top marks to Stuart McGill and to Steve Waugh. Said that they thought, Steve Waugh thought there might be a bit of turn in this wicket early on. That one certainly turned a bit. Campbell wasn't quite far enough forward. Pushed a good thick edge. Mark Waugh doesn't drop too many. Well, he's done him first. Oh. One that pitched, I suspect, a fraction outside off stump. And it didn't come back at him as Lara might have expected. It found the outside edge. And McGrath has done it again.
That's it. Caught behind, no trouble. Very well taken. Gilchrist actually going a long way, and once again McGrath striking. Well, it seemed to me that that was just short of a length, and he went after it. It wasn't a delivery that I thought moved very much. It was outside off stump, angling across the left-hander, but perhaps bounced a little more than he expected.
It's just a matter of the angle taking the ball across the left-hander's body. That was what I was referring to earlier on about the right-handed fast bowler bowling over the wicket. Ball hasn't got to be doing a great deal. You create the angle to the left-hander, pushing it across his body, and you end up with the outside edge. Good bowling again by Glenn McGrath. West Indies lose their third wicket with 53 on the board.
Oh, yes, he's got him. That's beautifully bowled. Bickle has struck. First wicket for him here. Well, and have a look at him. They're loving every second of it. That is a good delivery. It was perfectly placed. It swung away just a little bit. And, well, it hit the edge and went flying in the direction of Slip, and Ponting caught it as clean as a whistle. Watch this.
Yes, no problems at all for Ponting. Mark Waugh is the man at second slip, was thinking about possibly coming across, but Ponting had it covered, and the Bickle is elated. His first test wicket here at the Gabba. Local boy, they were all spurring him on to get his first test wicket here at the Gabba, and it has finally come. Good wicket for him as well. Darren Ganger was proving to be a bit of a thorn, hanging around for quite some time.
Well, there's a lot of shouting going on out there. Doug Cowie will let us know very quickly that it needs to be quick. That is a third umpire replay. How can you believe what he's done? Sawan got a pair down in Victoria. He's come back for what was always going to be a very, very risky second run.
That is a shame. Ramnaresh Sawan gone, run out, taking a risk for naught.
Gone. McGrath again. There's a little bit more pace in the pitch after lunch, which is reasonable to assume that some of the moisture's gone from it. And the movement off the seam is quicker. That was beautifully bowled. McGrath has pitched it in the right spot, and Jacobs has got the outside edge.
No need to bowl around the wicket to these left-handers today, because McGrath has got it spot on. He equals Craig McDermott's tally of 291 wickets for Australia, and the Australians probably know that, and that's a big wicket. Ridley Jacobs, one of the form players, gone for 2.
Gibson McLean, one of the 4 fast bowlers in the side. It's pretty high. Oh, well, not a hat Patrick McGrath, Darrell Harper has said perfect height. 3 slips, 3 gullies, short leg gully. Well, umpire Harper has been called into action again. A perfectly straightforward outside edge. McGrath has done Dillon once again. Again. Second time he's on a hat-trick. Sensational bowling figures. A short pitcher to Marlon Black.
And that's in the air, and that's the end of that. That went up miles, straight up in the air. And, well, I think Justin Langer will probably put that down as one of the easiest catches he's ever taken. Brett Lee came screaming in. The bouncer was bowled. It hit the splice, went straight up in the air. A lollipop catch.
He deserves something, Justin Langer. He's had a great morning in there. Short leg, he stopped plenty of runs. All the slips, the backward square leg, not needed, just straight in the air. Courtney Walsh, 9 runs from 13 deliveries. He had a go. And Brett Lee's pace finally got him.
Yes, well, there it is, the catch taken, and that characteristic jump in the air from Brett Lee. He gets further off the ground than most people I've ever seen. And the end of the West Indian innings. The captain, Timmy Adams, undefeated on 16, and Glenn McGrath acknowledging the applause of this crowd. His best figures ever against the West Indies, 20 overs, 12 maidens, 6 for 17. And that is the West Indian batting card. Nothing much to write home about.
And a very good morning and afternoon, Steve Waugh. That's 4, and Walsh doesn't often stray round about leg stump, but that was a loose one.
Marlon Black to continue in the Stanley Street end.
There's a good shot. That's a good shot. Good shot.
An excellent start by Hayden and Slater. Oh, happy birthday. He's gone whack and he's hit that a long way. Going to be just inside the rope for 4. Slater drives, and that's 4. Cracking off drive. That brings up his 50. He loves this ground. He averages 88 in Test cricket here. It's a perfect off drive and a well-made 50. Spraying onto the leg stump, and he's picked him off. Coming back to the second, the fieldsman slips. So there's a chance for a run out short. He's gone. I think that's a breakthrough they needed. A tragedy for Matthew Hayden. But a yes and a no call, and all of a sudden Hayden's gone. Run out for 44. That's very disappointing. Gone, is he, or is it a bump ball? We'll wait and see. Slater's moving. Yes, he is. He's gone. Adjudged out. Well, I didn't see the umpire's finger go up there. Just shook his head, so Slater goes. And Black gets the breakthrough they badly needed.
That's Marlon Black's first Test wicket, and not a bad wicket to get as well. Onto the ground, then bat and straight to second slip. I think Michael Slater was more disappointed than thinking that perhaps it had bounced. Very disappointed that the first delivery has played at it in that fashion. But a good catch by Sherwin Campbell.
All for 179. Michael Slater and Matthew Hayden got straight off to a great start. A couple of wickets and some good bowling. Run rate's only a tick above 2.3 at the moment. Obviously in Test match cricket, run rate's nowhere near as important as in, say, the shorter form of the game. Generally, the Australian side likes to score around about 3 runs per over or better. You can't do that today.
And Dillon has got it. Looked to me as though it was slightly slower in delivery, and Mark Waugh appeared to me to be trying to check his stroke. good catch. That was just about past him. And Sherwin Campbell has gone away to his left and taken it two hands in the most awkward position imaginable.
Oh, he loves that shot. Oh, what a shot. Oh, and over the top again.
This could well be four more. Half goal and he's punched it through mid-off. Gilchrist, what a good player he is. That's four more. Over the top, that's four more. No third man, which is fair enough. Lee Winford brings up the 50-run partnership. There goes again. Third man won't get it. Mervyn Dillon. Gilchrist in the air. Wicketkeeper should get it. He's under it. Will he catch it? Yes, he does. A very good catch. That's what they needed, something special. Ridley Jacobs has done it. Gilchrist goes for 47, back 48, and a very, very good catch.
He's got a nice little five there. It's a dry cleaning bill, but that's not going to worry him too much. First half century in Test cricket for Brett Lee, and a very, very good innings. That is a very good blow. That is one magnificent shot, a real biggie, I can tell you. Behind his pants. McGrath is gone. Courtney Walsh has his first victim of the innings. Arlen Black stays on 4. And the West Indies have dismissed Australia for 332.
Got him! He's got him, surely! Yes, it's 1 for none. McGrath strikes again. It was a very tentative push. Sherwin Campbell's gone, and the great McGrath strikes again at the Gabba. McGrath charging in. Lara on strike. It's in the air. It could be gone. Gilchrist got him. Yes, he has, I'm sure. He's gone. So McGrath strikes again. Going for the hook shot for the 12th time. He's picked up the great Brian Lara. That was beautiful bowling. Had him on the back foot, dropped in the bouncer. He went for it, and Gilchrist took the catch. Gone by a mile. Charged too early. Spun. Ganga's gone. Inexperience. Good work by Gilchrist and good bowling by McGill.
Great piece of bowling. It went quick to Adam Gilchrist. He took it well. The short ball from Brett Lee. Good thick edge and an excellent catch to Adam Gilchrist. That's the big wicket. Oh, knocked him over. What a great piece of bowling. That's just sheer pace. Outstanding delivery. That was quick. It was full. It dipped in and knocked over middle leg stump.
We didn't quite get it right the ball before, but he's on line this time. That has just shattered the stumps. Great piece of bowling from Brett Lee, and that's a pair for Sarwin. Look at that, that's tailed in. That's just a great delivery. Brett Lee's real happy with that.
Gone, yes, he's caught him, Mark Waugh. And Bickle gets a wicket. He served that wicket. Mark Waugh caught that as clean as a whistle.
A good delivery from Andy Bickle. It's gone across the left-hander. Played out, and that was a sharp catch going away to the left there. Mark Waugh, it was just like shelling peas. Andy Bickle has picked up the wicket. Very well caught. It was going down very, very quickly. Waugh anticipated it and took it quite beautifully. That's why he's rated one of the great slip fielders. What a beauty. Now, it's a case of whatever you can do, I can do at least as well, because that was reverse swing, and McGrath has got it to zip back just as the batsman started to play his stroke, and it came back from off to leg. It was a beautiful delivery.
There's two things in this different to what Brett Lee did. Glenn McGrath got closer to the stumps, and he got it much fuller.
Gone, is he? He's caught it! Yes, he's gone. That is a magnificent catch by Gilchrist. 10 for McGrath, 6 and 4. Gilchrist has taken 5 dismissals. That was a beautiful catch. Good nick, it stayed low. The ball stayed low and well caught. Good anticipation. Going for a high ball. He's getting around as McGrath. It's going to be a good catch if he takes it. He's under it. It's 11 wins in a row. Well caught by Glenn McGrath. He's had a wonderful match, and a very good team wins this test match easily.